Hello everyone. So today in this video we are going to solve a question of LeetCode, that is a k weakest rows in a matrix. This is 1337th question on LeetCode and it comes under easy category. Alright, so let's start with the problem statement. You are given an m into n binary matrix of ones and zeros. The soldiers are positioned in front of civilians, that is all the ones will appear to the left of all the zeros in the each row. Row I is bigger than row j if one of the following is true. The number of soldiers in row I is less than the number of soldiers in row j. Both rows have the same number of soldiers, then I should be less than j. We need to return the indices of k weakest rows in the matrix ordered from weakest to strongest. Alright, so let's quickly understand with an example. So I hope you must have solved this question through different approaches. Like we can use a set of pair here, or we can use multi-map in this question. And to optimize those approaches, we can use binary search. So I will not be explaining those approaches here. Let's understand with a different approach and like the one of the most easiest approach which we can do here. So let's quickly see how can we do this. So let's say we have a matrix. This is the first one matrix we have. So let me just copy it from here. So we have matrix something like this. This is our matrix. So what we will do, we will just add one more element at the end of each vector of a matrix. Alright, so let's add one more element. That element will be representing the index of that row. Let's say the first one is the zeroth row, so let's push 0 into this. Then second one is the 1th row, so let's push 1 into it. Then second one is the like third one is the second index, and then the fourth one is the third index. Then we have fifth one as the fourth index. Like this is the n minus 1. So we have pushed all the row numbers at the end of the vectors. Now we just sort this matrix. So after sorting this matrix, we will get something like this. So let me just copy down this for so that we can save some time rather than writing this. So like first one we will get this, as whenever we use sort in the matrix, so what happens is the matrix will sort according to the first value. Okay, so let's check another. We have this one. So if both the elements are equal, then it will be according to the I is less than j. That is a row, the number of row, or we can say the index of row should be less than the index of another row. So we have the first, that is the 0th row at the second number. Then we have fourth row, that is the third row, third index. Then we have covered this one, and then we have this one. This is second row. If we talk about index, so this is the first index, and at the end we have the last row. So this is the matrix we will get after sorting. So in this matrix, in the first example, it is given k is equal to 3. So what we need to do is we just need to return the nth index of the each vector. Like okay, so in this vector we have given k equal to 3. So let's return the 3 nth index of each vector. So we have 2, then we have 0, then we have 3. So we will return a vector of 2 comma 0 comma 3. Okay, so I hope the approach is clear to you. Let's quickly code it up. Alright, so take a integer n equal to mat 0 dot size, because we are taking the number of rows in this n, as we need to find the number of elements in a particular vector. So this will be storing the size of the vector, that is each vector in the vector of vector basically. So this will be storing the number of columns here. Now let's run a for loop in type equal to 0. I should be less than my dot size I plus plus. Now let's push the index into our matrix. So mat dot push back I mat dot I dot push back I. Okay, now let's just sort the given matrix. So sort mat dot begin mat dot end. Now let's take a vector of integers which will be storing the answer. So let's run a for loop. Int I is equal to 0, I should be less than k, and I plus plus. Now let's push answer dot push back mat in, and we are just pushing back the nth element because that nth element will be containing the position of the vector, or we can say the index of each vector. So then just return answer from here. I hope it should be fine. I just run it. Yeah, it's working fine. Now let's submit. Yeah, it's working fine. And let's calculate time and space complexity of our solution. So time complexity of our solution is big O of n log of n, and space complexity of our solution is big O of n, because, or we can say it is big O of k, because we are storing the k elements into our answer vector. So I hope the solution is clear to you. If you still have any doubt in this question, feel free to comment down. Please like this video, subscribe to our channel. Thank you.